Hello and welcome to my full Die Machine Easter egg guide. This guide is going to include some strats and side Easter eggs that you can implement into your run, but I will be adding timestamps to the video so that you may skip ahead if you already know some of these steps, as the Die Shockwave upgrades can be done in any order. And with that, let's get right into it. First things first, I highly recommend using the knife for your first few rounds, as it has the power to one-shot zombies until round 10 and will reward more points than using a gun. First few rounds go by pretty quick, so you should be able to make it to round 5 fast. Once you do, and you've killed most of your zombies, leave 1 or 2 alive. Don't end the round. By now you should have a pretty nice pile of points, and we can take this downtime to get some steps done, including the Coffin Dance Easter egg, which rewards us with a free Juggernog, a random weapon, equipment, and some salvage, and this can give you a great start to your run, as it can also reward you a ray gun. To do this Easter egg, we will need to first turn on the power and repair the Pack-a-Punch machine. Head to the end station bunker and into the particle accelerator room. Take either route you wish, either via the medical bay or the weapons lab. The main power control room will be at the other end. Open the door and press the big red button. This will begin the power-up sequence, but the accelerator will need to be stabilized first. Head to the 2 terminals that are flashing red and activate them. This will also open all other electrical doors on the map. Now that the power is on, an anomaly will appear in front of the incompleted Pack-a-Punch. Head into the portal, and this will take you into the Aether.
That's a dimensional breach, like the others. That's what Project End Station was. A gateway.
From here, you will need to locate an Aether tunnel. This will take you to the room that holds the Pack-a-Punch part needed to repair it. This room is chosen at random, so don't be alarmed if your tunnel appears in a different area than mine. Once you've collected the part, simply take it back to the Pack-a-Punch, and voila, mission accomplished. At this time, you are now able to activate the Coffin Dance Easter egg and enter a portal that will allow you to obtain the 3 Aether Scope parts. You may do these in either order, but we're going to start with the Coffin Dance first. After activating the Pack-a-Punch, you are going to need to locate 5 hidden lights in the particle accelerator area and shoot them. They will always be in the same locations and can be acquired in any order at any time after fixing the Pack-a-Punch. The first is located just outside the Western control room door, behind this terminal. Shoot it and it should disappear. The second is located under the control room behind this grating. The third is located up high above the weapons lab entrance. The fourth, just inside a barricade under the Pack-a-Punch. And finally, the fifth, hidden behind a motor just under the platform at the medical bay. Once you have acquired all 5, you will be teleported into the Aether and rewarded with a familiar sight. This can take some time, so I would like to mention that while you are in here, you are able to acquire any parts that you may still need in the Aether, like the fuse that is required for the Die Shockwave upgrades, or the Aether Scope parts. Be aware that teleporting into this instance will probably end the round that you are on. After the Easter egg is over, you will be teleported back into the normal plane of existence, and placed in front of the Pack-a-Punch will be a box. Activate it and you will be rewarded with a random gun at any random tier, a free Juggernog, and some equipment and salvage. Now we need to build the Aether Scope. At any point after rebuilding the Pack-a-Punch, there will be a random portal on the map that will allow you to enter it and acquire the 3 Aether Scope parts. These parts are always at the same locations, but may need to be acquired in random order. The first part can be found in the spawn area just under the stairs. The second can be found on top of the plane at the crash site. And the third is located on the stairs between the weapons lab and the medical bay entrances. Whenever you pick one of these parts up, hellhounds will spawn in, so you will need to kill them after obtaining each part. Or you can gun it to all 3 and kite all the hellhounds for a juicy combo. After you have obtained all 3 parts, head over to the assembly station located just under the Pack-a-Punch machine and build your Aether Scope. This will open a portal in the medical bay that will allow you to progress the story. At this point, you're going to want to acquire the D.I.E Shockwave Wonder Weapon. There are 4 ways to acquire it. You can obtain it through the mystery box, the Coffin dance box, or as a legendary reward for the trials. Obviously, this could take time as they all require some luck, but there is one surefire way to obtain one for free. When you kill a Megaton, it splits into 2 bombers. After killing the second and last bomber, it will drop a key card. Pick it up and take it to the weapons lab. Place the card in this machine and it will open a drawer containing the D.I.E remote control. Collect it and you will be able to access the D.I.E machine located in the living room area in Nacht. I suggest training some zombies as you will need to activate the machine and have it suck up about 20 to 30 of them. And if you don't get enough, that's okay. Just wait for the machine to cool down and repeat until the machine is ready. Activate the machine once more and it will blast open the door, revealing your reward, a free D.I.E Shockwave Wonder Weapon. Now let's talk upgrades. The D.I.E Shockwave has 4 upgrades, all with their own unique elements and all required to progress the Easter egg story. The Cryo-Emitter, or the Ice Upgrade, can be started once you have acquired the D.I.E Shockwave. Head up to the roof of Nacht and shoot this box off the ledge. This will cause a flask to fall out near the pond. We will need to collect some nitrogen from a mushroom on the nearby tree. But before we can do that, you need to lure a Megaton to this tree and have it fire one of its irradiation blasts at the mushroom. This will turn it purple and cause it to leak. Place the flask under the mushroom and a few minutes later it should be filled. Pick up the flask and take it to the medical bay, the room with speed cola. Use the flask on this box and it will freeze and break off the chains. Activate it once more and you will collect the Cryo-Emitter Upgrade. The next upgrade will be the Thermophasic or the Fire Upgrade. At any point you're in the Aether, you may notice a box in the crash site under the plane that rises. Shoot it open to reveal a fuse. There should be a portal by the mushroom tree at the pond now. Go in and take the fuse to the weapons lab. On the floor below where Deadshot Daiquiri lies, you will notice a laser cutter machine. This can only be seen while in the Aether. Place the fuse to activate it. Once you have left the Aether, head back to the pond and locate the old truck. There will be a box on the bed. Activate it to acquire the upgrade. For the Nova 5 or Toxic upgrade, you will need to collect a canister on the roof of Nacht. It's pretty easy to find. Use your alternate fire to suck the canister over to you and pick it up. Remember, you can't have full ammo if you are going to do this suck. Take the canister to the weapons lab, just by Deadshot Daiquiri, and place it in this machine. You're going to need to kill a hellhound or 2 right next to the canister so it can suck up the gas that is excreted by them. Once it's full, collect it and take it to this box located at the crash site. Place it on top and shoot it. This will cause an explosion and destroy the vines covering the box. You can then collect the Nova 5 upgrade. The final upgrade will be the Electrobolt or Lightning Upgrade. You will need to go into the portal located under the Pack-a-Punch platform. Once you are in the Aether, you will need to suck up the energy from 3 crystals using the D.I.E Shockwave. Once you have collected the energy, it will give the Wonder Weapon a charged shot. Do not fire it. You will need to take it to this box under the particle accelerator and fire the energy into it. You can only carry 1 charged shot at a time, and if you waste a shot, you will have to collect it again. You will know you did right when the charged shot lights up one of the bulbs on the box. The first crystal can be found on the roof of Nacht at this location. The second can be found near the crash site and the end station entrance. And the third just outside the map in the pond. Once you have fired all 3 charge shots into the box, you can collect the Electrobolt Upgrade. This next step can actually be done earlier in your run if you want. Dr. Vogal has a personal computer in the observation deck in the medical bay. When you approach it, it will require a password in order for you to log in. After building the Aether scope, a portal should be available in the medical bay now. Enter the portal and approach the computer desk. On it, you will find Dr. Vogel's diary. You will then need to find 3 anomalies around end station. The first will be right under the observation deck in the medical bay. Activate it and an ethereal Dr. Vogal shall appear. During this time, he will give you some dialogue and one of 3 letters to his password. As long as you stay in his vicinity, all enemies will keep their distance as long as you don't damage them. The second anomaly is located in the trials room.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
And the third is located at the assembly station in the particle accelerator. You can grab one after the other and collect all 3 in one venture into the Aether. Once you have collected the password and leave the Aether, go back to the medical bay and enter the password into the computer. This will activate Der Wechsler, the chamber hanging in the medical bay, but it needs to be powered. Remember those 4 Shockwave upgrades? You're going to need them for this next step. On the chamber, you will notice 4 protruding intakes. You will need to fire each Shockwave elemental variant into their corresponding intakes. This will cause them to change positions. Blue for the Cryo-Emitter, green for Nova 5, orange for the Electrobolt, and red for the Thermophasic. Once all 4 intakes flip up, a container just outside the observation deck will open and light up red. This will cause a portal to open at the medbay entrance. Go in and walk up to the container to activate the anomaly that appears. After the dialogue is over, the container will drop a wrench. Pick it up and go to the tank in the spawn area. You will need to use the wrench to knock on the tank 3 times, after which a zombie will open up the top hatch. Kill him and use an explosive to make the tank fire a shot. This will cause the decontamination agent, or the golden ball that the Russians stole from the container, to fall from the tree at the crash site. You'll have to go pick it up and run it back to the medical bay, but be careful, approaching the agent will cause some hellhounds to spawn. Place the agent into the container. You will now have to split a Megaton and lure the 2 bombers under the chamber, where it will suck them in. Activate the computer in the observation deck to combine the 2 bombers back together. This will create Orlov, who then breaks free. This is now the point that you will want to make sure that you are prepared, because the next step is the final boss fight. I advise getting a ray gun if you can, or using the Electrobolt variant Shockwave due to the damage buff that it gets the longer you fire. Stock up on monkey bombs, fill your armor, and collect as many perks as you can, because this is the final step. Once you are ready, enter the new portal that has appeared in the living room area in Nacht. Approach this table, where you will find an anomaly. Activate it and wait for the dialogue to end. You will leave the Aether, and Orlov's photograph will be on the floor. Picking it up will teleport you to the boss fight in the particle accelerator. Once you are there, there is no going back. This is it. The only advice I can give you now is do your best and keep that wonder weapon firing. During the boss fight, Orlov will deactivate 3 components in the particle accelerator. During that time, you will need to protect him by fending off waves of undead and hellhounds. Megatons and bombers will continue to spawn in as well, but killing them will yield more ammo for your wonder weapon, allowing you to keep the damage coming. If you succeed, you will then need to escape the compound. I now leave you with one of my mini boss fight runs. I hope you enjoyed my guide. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, leave me a like and hit that bell to be notified of future videos. And remember, always stay hydrated. I'll see you in the next video.
You are here to stop them. I will help you. We will shut off this infernal machine. Close the gateway. It will be the first step. I will repair the damage I have done.
Well, how about that? Good thinking. Looks like this thing can deactivate the machine. Deactivate right? They can't do it. Buy it the time it needs.
Wunderwaffe made short work of it. Feeling pretty bad.
circle back.
This prototype is very effective. Five targets vanquished. Wunderwaffe made short work of them. Bring it on, check. Once again, brains overthrown. Undeutralized. Next generation multi-kill. C4.
It is finished. You must go now. It's
That's all I need to hear. Raptor 1 is inbound, strike team. Get the hell out of there. Raptor 1 is the LZ, Requiem action.
Right, back. Now I am warmed up.
Raptor 1 on the ground, Requiem. Strike team, we gotta go. Let's move it.
Bomb.
This is Raptor 1. Strike team on board for a stretch. Requiem, Alpha site just went nuclear. Facility has been destroyed. Good work, strike team. We've closed the breach. But I got a feeling Omega Group is just getting started.